Hello everyone, welcome back to our My 2018 tutorial series on our pontoon. Now the screen here looks empty and don't let that confuse you. This is the next section of our pontoon airplane. I just have the visibility on our pontoons turned off from our layer over here so we can go ahead and start working on the next portion here. So we're going to go ahead and create ourselves another image plane. This is going to be for our fuselage and the rest of our airplane. So I'm going to drop in a plane. Just go ahead and click on this one time. There we go. All right, so this is going to be the first reference image to my pontoon airplane. And we already have our reference images inside our source image folder, so I can go ahead and start just actually connecting this stuff right away. So I'm just going to hold down right mouse button and just go to Assign Favorite Material and Lambert. And underneath the color attribute, I'll go ahead and go to the Create Render node, click on the File node, go to the folder, and find where it says Body. We'll do body bottom reference. Okay, hit open. There we go. And I'm going to go to my floor panel really briefly here because I want to make sure it's facing the right direction. So this is the Z-axis from the top view, so this would be facing backwards is what it looks like right now. So I probably want to flip this around, just have it do a 180. So I'll just go over to my channel box and put it in 180. There we go. That's good. All right, so let's go ahead and name this ref bottom. We're going to create ourselves another one. And we'll rotate this one up. So 90 degrees in the x-axis. Okay. And we're going to hold down right mouse button on top of here. I can see over here this is the front one, so I'll make sure that I grab the front image for this. So right mouse button, Assign Favorite Material, Lambert. Go to the Color Attribute, click on the little checker box and pull up in our render node. Go to the File, go to Folder, and I'm looking for Body Back. Is what it's actually called. The front is from the back view for this. There we go. All right. Next, we're going to create our side views. So we're going to drop in one last plane. And this time we're going to put in 90 degrees in the Z-axis. Okay, let's hold down right mouse button, go to Assign Favorite Material, Lambert, go to the Color Attribute, click on the folder, File, Folder, and we're going to go with Body Side Reference and hit Open. Okay. Click on the render node. Oh, looks like it's actually facing the wrong way. So let's go to Mesh Display and Reverse. So now it's facing the correct way. But it is also, looks like it needs to be rotated downward, so that's matching up with this image plane. So let's go ahead and make that correction as well. So I'll hit E, and I'll just rotate this one, again, 90 degrees in the Y-axis. Oops, negative 90. There we go. Okay, that's good. Now we need to just kind of mash some things up here. So let's go ahead and start out by making sure that the top view is as wide as the wingspan of this. So I'm going to hit R for scale. I'm just going to scale this out till the wings match up with this section right here. That's good. Okay. As far as height goes, I'm not really worried about the top of the wings, but I do want to kind of match this one here, the side view. I'm going to move it down just a smidge. Okay. I want the length of it to match, so I'm going to hit R for scale. Make sure that these guys match. And looks like it needs to come up just a little bit too. Right in there. Okay, that was pretty close. Pretty close, pretty close enough. All right, want to get on my four. Well, actually, before I exit my four panel, let's go ahead and bring the first box in to make sure we're moving these all in the right direction before we move them out of the center here. So I'll go ahead and drop this one in here. Okay, scale it down just a little bit. I'm going to scale these ones up quite a bit, so select them all at the same time, just scale them up like so. Okay, so now when I move this, it's the side view right here, right? So if I move it in this direction, it is blocking the box. So I need to go this way. This plane here needs to go down, so that's out of the way. Okay, front view. Let's go ahead and turn this off. It has to be this way. Okay, so we now are all set up. Make sure I name these guys here. So this one is ref back, and let's call this one ref side. And we can group all three of these together like we did for the last one. Control G. Well, it's grp underscore ref. And we'll say airplane. Okay. All right, so that's good. Now we just need to put them all in a layer so we can guard them. So we're going to go ahead and exit out of our four panel for a moment. And we're going to go over here into our channel box layer editor. And with our group selected, we're just going to go over here, click on this icon, which will create ourselves a new layer with them already on the inside. So we can see by just checking the V that it will pop them off and on. Okay. So I can double click on the layer. We're going to go ahead and call this one ref airplane and save. Okay. And then I'm going to check on this twice so that it says R. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're ready to get into this. This is going to be a lot like our Pontoon modeling session to begin with, because we're going to use this box here to shape the fuselage. So I'm just going to go ahead and name this as well, mesh fuselage. Okay. And now I'm going to go to my four panel, and I'm going to start from my side view. Okay. And I'm going to turn on X-ray. And I'm going to go to my vertex mode, so right mouse button, go to vertex. Okay. I'm going to do a little marquee box over this section. I'm going to bring the vertex just about right in here. This whole cap to the propeller area, this is going to be a separate piece, so the fuselage needs to end somewhere around in here. Right there for now. We're just kind of blocking things in, so make sure you're using marquee box when you're doing your vertex selection. If you do the single selection, or you'll get this kind of thing where you're just grabbing one vertex. You want to make sure you're grabbing all vertexes that are in line with that one vertex. Okay, grab this one, move it back over here, and we'll grab these two and move them up here. Okay, so that's good. Let's check the top view. Okay, with them both selected, I'm just going to do a quick scaling of this and just make it about like so. Oops, let's say I missed a few. See them in the bottom that I didn't get. Let's do a marquee box, make sure we get it all. Okay, something like that. And that gets the back view as well, so that's good. All right, back to the side view. So we're just going to stick over here for a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get into our insert edge loop tool now. So let's go ahead and activate that. And I'm going to drop in edge loops everywhere that I need to make sure that the geometry is holding its shape. So I'm going to start out by dropping one right here, right where the window kind of comes down and meets the propeller area. I'm going to do one at the high point, right where the wings are going to be settling. I'm going to do one kind of halfway between the wings. That way I can get this nice little arc going. And then one where the wings going to sit. Let's do one over here where the rear wings sit. And then let's do one more kind of back in this region just to even it out. Okay, so that should be enough to begin with. We'll add more in as we need. So hit Q to exit your insert edge loop tool, otherwise your edge loop tool will stay active. We're gonna go to vertex mode, and we're just gonna start to select one section here, and I'm gonna hit W, and make sure you're only moving in one axis. Don't grab this area right here. Don't do this. This is doesn't give you as clean a work. And it's gonna be more trouble when it comes to working from other views. So we're just gonna move directly in this one axis and just move it to where it's on the inside of our propeller blade. Okay, this one is already kind of there. It needs to actually come down just a little bit. Same thing with this one. We're just gonna bring this one down to meet with the body. Okay, same thing here. And we'll keep moving around the rest of the model. Just find where that chassis is at. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, and this one I'm actually going to move in the z-axis just a little bit because I need to get that one slant as it goes up. This one here is going to sit right at the edge, right in there. That's perfect. This one is going to go right around here. And just working my way around. Okay, just keep moving. There's the wing. And these two are actually kind of where I want them to be. This last one here. Be right in there. And that's good. All right, so that outlines our reference image. That's a good start. Let's go ahead and take a look from the top view here, or bottom view, I guess. Try an X-ray here. Now, I've done this enough times to know that this is slightly tilted to the left here. So you kind of have to pick a direction. You could, slant your reference image to kind of help accommodate for it, but I think it's easier just to build your reference image based off of one side and just ignore the other. So since this side over here is in the light, I'm just going to use my scale tool to make it to where this side here lines up and just ignore this side as far as if there's any inconsistencies with the vertex locations. So I'm going to do a marquee box over this first section here. I'll hit R for scale. And I'm just going to take this box and use it to bring in both vertexes at the same time. Okay, move on to another marquee box for the next section. Again, just scaling it together to where on this side is where I'm paying attention. I'm not paying attention over here. Okay, same thing over here. I'm just going to scale this part here together. That's good. All right, same thing here. Scale this together right there. Scale this bit right there. Lining them all up. This last bit's a little bit tricky because I did make a little slant to it. I'm just going to scale both sets together at the same time. Just know from experience this should work out just fine. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and go back to our perspective and see what we got so far. Okay, got this blocky looking form that loosely resembles the shape we're after. Okay, that's good. Okay, so again, this is going to feel very familiar because we're going to do the same kind of method that we used for our pontoon on our fuselage here. So we're going to insert edge loop tool. We're going to turn on multiple edge loops and use our two loop method where we're going to drop in two going this way. You see how they're beige, that means that they're still highlighted. So I hit R for scale. I can use the scale tool to pull this section apart and give it a little bit of roundness. Now don't go too far with this because we're gonna round everything off manually a little bit more, but this is a good start. Okay. I'm going to activate my insert edge loop tool one more time. I'm going to drop in two going down the length of it as well along the top. Hit R for scale again. This time I'm going to scale on the y-axis just a little bit. Give a little bump. Okay, that's okay. All right. Next, we need to exit out, go to our selection mode, and we're going to double click these outside edges. Really, the only one I want to be careful of is on these ones here. When we move these ones could cause some issues. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and deselect these ones, and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so from here I'm just going to hit W. I'm just going to move this down. Hit R for scale. Just scale these together slightly. You can see how that would have been a problem back here. Probably pushed it down this way and in, kind of rounding this off, which is not what I really want. Okay, but this looks good. I'm happy with that. We're gonna do the same thing to the bottom. So I'll double click on this one. Oops. Go to my selection tool, double click here, hold down shift, double click here. Okay, I'm gonna hit W, put this down. And same thing, I'm gonna deselect these two sections right here. Okay. And I'm gonna move this up slightly. I'm gonna hit R for scale and just move these back in. Move this up a little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're about 16 minutes in. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the history. Save my scene. Let's see where I'm at. Save scene as. Okay, let's create another one. Let's call this one modeling part 2. That way, in case we end up with some corruption, we have something we can step back to. Okay, so in the next lesson, we'll continue on. We'll creating the wings and the propeller, and we'll just keep creating the rest of the parts for our airplane. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next lesson.